morning, my dear students. Today I will start your chapter number 3, an empire across the 3 continents. In this chapter we will discuss 3 continents: Africa, Asia and Europe. What were the contradictions between them? Why it was disputed? Which emperor and which regimes has been hold it up? So I will just explain in front of you. So chapter number 3, an empire across 3 continents. In these chapters, I will discuss the Roman ancient authority, which was spread across the 3 continents. First is Europe, second is Asia, and near about it is Africa. In these 3 continents, what was the emergence of the Roman empires, how it was divided into 2 different parts, what is the northern part is also established their kingdom, and southern part is also established their kingdom. So here I will discuss 2 major powerful empires have been emerged. The 2 major powerful empires. It means first is the Roman Empire, second is Iranian Empire. So here I will discuss ruled between the birth of the Christ. Here approximately 630 CE, Rome and the Iran, they were neighboring states separated by the Euphrates and the Tigris river. Along with the Euphrates, boundary of the Euphrates, it was divided 2 different parts. First is the Roman Empire, second is the Iranian Empire. So that is the reverse. So here is the Roman Empire, and boundary lines below it was Iranian. Here we will discuss what is the features of the Roman empires, what is the features of Iranian empires. So Roman empires stays from the Spain in east along the Mediterranean Sea to Syria and Africa deserts also. It was north Rhine and Danube rivers, and it is traced from the Sahara deserts also. So from where the Romanian empires? Features of Roman Empire. You will also know Roman Empire has been spread from Spain, Syria and northwest of Rhine and Danube river. That is the features, means that is the separations, that is the expansion of the Roman empires in between the Europe. It is totally sides. This is the in Europe. Some part of it's also Asia, along the Mediterranean Sea in the Africa also. It is also near about to the Mediterranean Sea. You will see the world map, then you will define such parts that is called the Mediterranean Sea. So this part is also held up by the Roman Empire. So something is better for the empires, better for the ruling authority. So it was traced from the Sahara deserts. Against it, I also discuss in front of you Iranian Empire. Iranian empires, what are the features of Iranian empires? Controlled by the areas of the South Caspian Sea, which is near about the below of the Mediterranean Sea. When we will discuss of the African continents, the Iranian empires also below the Mediterranean Sea. The boundary line is also created by them. It was an Arabia and at the time of the last part of the Afghanistan also. So when you will see, that is the parts of Africa. It was stretched, that is the parts of Mediterranean Sea. This is the Mediterranean Sea, this is the Africa. So below of the Mediterranean Sea it was stretched, that is the Roman empires have been established by the ruler, by the Sasanians. After it was stretched from the Afghanistan also. Afghanistan here and also situated in the Asia. That is northeast part of the Africa deserts, Sahara deserts. So difference between two Roman empires I will discuss. What was the difference? Why it was separated from two different parts? Something is going to be better for them or not? Difference between Roman and Iranian Empire. What was the difference? So I will discuss. Roman empires had discussed the Pope. It was the land diverse populations. It was approximately more than the Iranian population has been established in the Roman empires. So many languages were spoken in this Roman empires. I will say it is a vast land diverse population. And second is many languages were spoken. There. So basics it was cleared here. In Roman empires it was a stress and land diverse populations have been set up there, and the most of the regional language also emerging in that particular state. I will discuss of the Iranian empires. So what is the contradictions? What is the diverse? It was the least. Here the vast diverse populations, but the Iranian empires it was not a vast land diverse populations, because here it was the least diverse populations, or not more than Roman diverse population. So I am just telling to you, it was the contradictions, it was the separations, Roman empires and other things. I just tell to you another Iranian facilities features. There were not more than populations set up, but it was the settlements least populations. And patronizing, it means Parthians and the Sasanians dynasty ruled over there. In Iranian Empire, ruling by the Parthians and Sasanians. These were two dynasties emerged there. So it was the ruling society, the three main players in the political history of the empires. So in Roman empires, I will discuss who were the three main players. Three main players of politically in this system. Who were the three players? So I will tell you. The empires, shores and the authorities. It was divided into three different parts. So we will see in this figure. It was the source, means authority. It was nobility. So the Senate is also, it was the Senate. Where the Senate is established by those wealthier peoples, it was created as Senates. And the Sasanians, according to the three sections, that is the laid out by the army. Three different parts, three political players. They were established the political systems, they were rules, the administrations, they were stretching their political agenda, and the policies have been generated from there. So what were the advantages? It is also mentioned in your book. So you will also want to know the Augustan age. Why it was mentioned in the history of chapter 3. The Augustan age. This is also new topics for you. Why it was described in your notebooks? So it resembles the age of peace. It is in 1st and 2nd century. It was the peaceful separation by the two Iranian empires. The dynasties were ruling over there, but it was also known as the Augustan age. It resembled the age of peace. So it is called the Augustan age. That is the differentiations, that is the emperorship. So it was mentioned in there. Advantage of the livings in the Roman Empire. What was the advantage? Why the peoples lived in a vast diverse sections? So I will tell you. Just note down. Advantage of living in the city of Rome. What were the advantages? First advantage might be provided after during food shortage. Might be provided before the food shortage. Second, it was the city had public baths and the urban populations enjoyed higher level of the entertainments. It means the group of the peoples, they were also participators in their ruling systems. Administrations have followed to the peoples and peoples followed to the administrations. The city heads public and higher level of status in every section. These it was also mentions in the Roman empires, the dynasties and the peoples were taking similar and equal participations in administrations, where the rulings was also authorized, where the rulings was also set up. So the rulers also devotee for the people. So I mean to say, some of the examples has been cleared, so the contents has been also cleared. Here it is sufficient data for you. So I will discuss next topics in next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.